right, welcome back everybody. We are on day 10 and congratulations to you that you are still with us, because that means that you're really focused and prioritize your fitness journey and really want to make a change, and that's super awesome. And today we're going to talk about probably one of my other favorite topics that so many women talk to me about, and there's so much confusion about how to do this correctly. And the topic is abs. How to get abs. And so many women do a lot of the YouTube videos, 5-minute ab circuit, and do like group classes that focus on abs. Does that work?
Kind of. So it goes back to the goals we talked about. So I'm going to assume when you say you want abs, you're talking specifically related to the aesthetic, what you see in the mirror. So if what you see in the mirror is your ideal goal for abs, then doing these focused exercises will not get you the results you want. No, because what you're seeing in the mirror and what you're looking at in regards to influencers that have the abs you want. So I know I've heard this phrase, flat tummy, is what I hear a lot of women say. Doing crunches or side bends or focused ab work will not flatten your stomach. Even, I've seen this very often, wearing the waist trainers and trying to sweat off the area around your stomach. These are all gimmicks and a waste of your money. So what your body does and why you don't have a flat tummy and what you're looking for is because your body is storing fat and water in your stomach, and you specifically can't target that to get rid of it. It's what we mentioned earlier regarding the sculpting of the clay. So the only way to get that specifically off without the stuff we're going to talk about here and what we've already mentioned would be liposuction and surgery, because a surgeon can go in and cut and remove that. But that's just temporary fix, and it'll come back from your bad habits that you probably have got you to this result in the first place. So the solution and the flat stomach you're looking for requires to increase the actual active tissue, your captain talked about this before as well, in the body, meaning you need the body to burn more calories than it consumes and start to burn fat throughout the entire body. So you can't pick the stomach to burn fat, but if you add more muscle and you add more activity throughout your day, then your body will start to pull fat as energy to get to a consumption rate that starts to now burn fat. And then that will slowly start to reduce the fat in these different areas.
Yeah, I was, while you were talking, I was thinking a lot about my own journey. And I used to do a lot of these YouTube videos. It was more like the fitness DVD stuff, but doing all these things, all these crunches, all these ab exercises. And yes, because I was skinny, I had some definition as well. But to be honest, now with doing weight training and having the proper nutrition, I have most of the time I have a 4-pack. So I actually just have 4 ab muscles. It's like a 4 or 5-pack, not a 6-pack, but it's always visible every single day. And that definitely didn't come from ab exercises, because I do very, very little ab exercises in my workout routine, or none at all. But what helped me a lot is lifting heavy and engaging my core, because this part here is very important. If you want to lift heavy, you need to be able to keep it engaged so that you can protect your spine. And every time you do that, you are training the muscles here. And so over time, you get a very defined core if you reduce the fat on top of it. Otherwise, it's still going to be defined but covered by a layer of fat, so you won't really see it. And so this is the other part that I think a lot of women don't take into account. They do all these ab exercises, but they don't do anything for their nutrition. And that's also why they don't see the definition that they want. So having the proper nutrition, also something that doesn't make you bloated all the time, is super, super important. Because just while I was talking, that came up as well, the bloating and water retention. So maybe you can go a bit into that as well, how that can affect the flat tummy and the visible abs.
Yeah, there's so many factors that come into that, especially in the female hormonal cycle. So there are times where there's more water retention than others, but also due to the hormonal cycle causing stress and cortisol levels going up. So this will actually trigger the body to want to store more fat and to store water. Certain foods will trigger you to store water. So there's a lot of complexities that go on within the body that can trigger this not flat stomach that you're looking for. And there's only one or two that will get you that result that you want, meaning focused nutrition and strength training. And of course, you can do some core exercises because that will target the actual muscle inside, making it stronger for exercises that you're focused on, like planks or crunches or whatever. So you'll have a fit core, but if you're looking for the actual aesthetic core, that's going to be 100% weight training and nutrition, and then trying to identify these areas in your life that are causing the water retention and bloating. So I can't give you the exact ones, but your body will let you know, and you'll be like, I'm more bloated today than I was yesterday. What did I have? You know, you start being mindful and aware of what you're doing, what's going on in your life, and then systematically removing these stimuli that are causing that.
Yeah, that goes back to the meal tracking that we did. I think it was day 5 or 6. So again, go back to that, really use that tool to track your food, because it will get you a better understanding which kind of food causes which effect on the body. And that's the same thing for bloating, for water retention, because then, only then, you can cut out these foods and change them for something else so that you get a different result.
Yeah.
So in summary, we shared a lot of information. So just to kind of recap that, what should somebody do if they want to see abs?
So the catchphrase in coaching is abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym. So 80% of your ab results is going to come from what you're doing outside of the gym. So focus first on the nutrition. That's why we covered that first. If you're doing that piece, you're going to get more results in your overall aesthetics in general. And then the other 20% is going to be focused on lifting heavy. So your compound movements that we touched on in the previous video, doing those, and core engagement, and just being mindful throughout your exercise that you're stabilizing your body with your core. And now you have the 80-20, and you'll slowly start to see the results you want.
Yeah, and that's a good point to wrap it up. We have prepared some questions for you, and this is a reflection for you, because I'm quite sure that you heard a lot of new things today about how to get the visible abs and how to get the flat tummy. So go into your workbook and answer the questions there, and then we will see you tomorrow for another day full of wisdom.
Yeah.
See ya.